friends. Samuel Graham doing TCGs yet again, coming off of an awesome weekend. The Siege Series tournament for Legions Realms at War, the first one in the United States. Big sponsor tournament from Future Lore Studios was in Clarksville, Tennessee at Guild Vault Games this weekend. Went up there, played charitably speaking, came in last place. Great times. Uh, I think I need to switch legions. Angels just aren't quite my play style. I don't think. I don't think I've got them figured out. But it was a great time. Got to talk to Taylor Howe. Uh, Paul, a couple of the players came down too. We had Rai, we had AJ, we had Josh. It was just a great time getting to meet those guys who drove 11 hours the day before to get down there and hang out. And it was just a really great experience hanging out with them, hanging out with the cardboard cohorts. I'd met Opal and Andrew before. I actually hadn't met Caleb in person until Saturday, so it was just really awesome getting to sit and hang out and have a great time. But playing it made me think, oof, I want more Legions cards. So, since they were obviously hosting a big event, they stock the product, as I have said before. Um, so I walked out with a couple of boxes. So we are going to do a couple more Legions videos, opening another box of Ravaged Lands, another box of Frontiers. Ravaged Lands, of course, being fairly newly out of print. So kind of got about 20 odd cards, I'd say I'm still looking for from Ravaged Lands, including some of the really big hitters. So just trying to before it goes completely crazy, anti-magic resistance force. This is a rare, a 3-star, but it's actually a pretty decent one, I think. I haven't played hero, but I'm looking toward it now. So that is pretty solid. We won't argue with that. Negates a unified and destroy it. That is pretty solid. So yeah, I played Angels. Revamped that deck last week before going in. Like, was like, yeah, this will be better than the last time I played. It was in fact not. I did very poorly, made a poor showing. I was joking with everybody that I hoped Taylor would still like me after making an embarrassing showing out of one of his creations. He said it was fine. I don't really know if it was fine, but he said it was fine, so I'm rolling with it for now. We've got Ethereal Gates of the Unbound. But yeah, just talking to him, getting some like random insight to different questions that I had thought about. Just in terms of, hey, why are the cards in the order they are in the pack as far as like rarity of cards? Ooh, Born of Blastforge Fire. There's still a couple rares from this set that I need to. I don't know them off the top of my head. Why the order of the rarity cards? The whole X number of commons, then uncommons, then your rare. Like, what's the thought process behind that? Same thing with like number of cards in a set, boosters per box, all that kind of stuff. It was just very interesting to get his thought process. All right, we've got an upside downer, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up the rest of that pack. We're going to sleeve it, and then we're going to flip it. All right, Pandesha, the Lost Island. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have that one. I think I actually need that renown, a 4-star. At least in Ravaged Lands, the second highest rarity. That is a pretty nice thing to grab. For the mythical beasts, I considered them for a while. I don't think that's where I'm going to go next, though. Advance of the Fallen Armies. Either demon or hero. I played against hero for the first time this weekend and actually saw it in motion and was like, that is kind of my play style, plateau of the prevailing winds. Um, so I kind of pivoted that maybe that's my next answer. That said, ever since getting my treasury preview card, that's also Demon has been a primordial prophet of light, has been a target of mine as well. So one of those. I think I've actually got a little bit more stuff uh, that I would need to make hero playable. So that may be where I go. We'll see though. Sildude's residual magic. But yeah, just that whole time meeting everybody was fantastic. It was just a good time, even in the deep down those heavy gaming moments. We got the Grim Princess. Like everybody was just having a good time. Everybody was friendly. Everybody was kind. Everybody was, helpful. Like I was sitting down to play, and somebody offered. Like I had already turned in my deck list. Glinting's Lance for my rare, and somebody offered to let me borrow an Exalted for my deck. Like you don't get that, especially like at a competitive tournament for most games. Like they are going to come in and be like, "Nah, you're out of luck, man. There is another upside downer." Um, but yeah, when somebody offered me to borrow an Exalted, I'm like, that's a whole different thing. Heyo, speaking of Exalteds, that is a Twilight Gardens, which at one point at least, I have one of these already. This is actually a duplicate for me. At one point at least, this was one of the like chase Exalteds. I don't know if it is still considered as good um, as it was, but this is a really good card. Like I actually, when I rebuilt my deck, that's a card that was not in my deck that I threw in the sideboard. Um, Actually, now I set it down. I'm gonna pick it back up and read it. Lots crystallized salt. Um, so it's bounty, so it can go in any deck. When a warrior would be conscripted or a unified card is activated, negate the conscription or activation, and if you do, destroy the card. Then all opponents must eradicate all copies of the destroyed card from their hand, deck, and discard pile. Deal 3 damage to each opponent's warlord for each card eradicated by this effect. You can only activate it once per game. That's pretty spicy. Like that's pretty fiery. I like that a lot. Um, it's just a good looking card on top of it. But yeah, no, that's not one of the ones I was chasing for my set, but that is if I was gonna pull a duplicate, that's pretty much the one to grab. Good grief, we're happy with that. Ravaged Lands, Soul Feeding for the Fallen. Why did I say Ravaged Lands? All of this is Ravaged Lands. Again, out of print recently. And I'm actually going to throw out there here at the end of the video, I'm going to give some interesting information about some Ravaged Lands opportunity. So stay tuned for that toward the end of the video after I open. I'll probably go to my, oh snap, another face down. So probably another Renown. That's awesome. So we got three hits this box, 3 foil cards. This one is, ooh, Viseria, the Vicious Vixen. I do think I needed her. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm almost positive I did not have her yet. That's fantastic. What a great box. They took care of me real good when I bought Guild Vault Games, y'all. If you are local to Clarksville, hit them up. They've got Thursday night events on the regular. Probably not this week, I'm going to assume. It is in the United States. It is our Thanksgiving week, and that is this Thursday. So I will assume, Orcbane Potion of Exhuming, that they are probably not having the event. But most Thursdays, they have their campaign OP events for Legions. I played in their first one, and then I hadn't been able to make it again until the big event this weekend, which was great too. Like the prizing was ludicrous, y'all. First place, I know one. There was a graded Ophidian was part of the prize pool, um, graded at a 9. But then like a case of Frontiers, a couple boxes of out of print Ravaged lands, um, Blast Forge Melt Cannon. Let's see what else. Like some Bountiful Harvest, some other promos, a playmat, a regional invitational invite, Tall Shield from Ancient Storm Held is the last rare. So fresh off that awesome weekend with the big tournament, the Siege Series tournament, and going into the Thanksgiving week here in the United States. We also usually have a fun little sale set of things with Black Friday and just the time around that. So, with that in mind, my friend Louie from Kitchen Table TCG from CavDanesMarket.com. He has a Legion's Realms at War sale going on for those that might be interested in, hey, getting started in the game, picking up that last little bit of out of print Ravaged lands. I mean, come on, out of print. That's going to be some serious business. So, if you head on over there, what you will find, and I'll have kind of some details up around here that I'll add to the video a little bit later. But with what he's got going on, the fun part is, so you've got the dual decks that are it's got 2 different starter decks in it, and then it also comes with 2 Ravage Lands booster packs in the little box. It's perfect little size. Hey, stocking stuffer. Hey, but it's just awesome. And so it's already a well-priced product. They retail at about $25 US. He's got them running for this week for $16 for the week of Thanksgiving this year. Which is just fantastic. 2 decks and 2 packs. That is brilliant. On top of that, he's got the actual booster boxes, the whole booster boxes, 24 packs of Ravage Lands, again, out of print, first edition. Those are $69.99 each, so, $70 each, which is a pretty good, a pretty decent chunk off, too. That's pretty solid for something that isn't going to be around a whole lot more. There's not much left going to be out there. So if you are interested in it, you better hit up that sealed product now. I had to grab some. Obviously, the videos that I've done this week, I had to pick up some more cards. But also, in addition to that, if you're not feeling the sealed, if you're just looking for a few things to fill out your deck, his singles are going to be listed at 50% off. Now, with all of that in mind, he was kind enough to share that information with me and give me a little affiliate code. So if you enter Sam Graham, SAMGRAHAM at checkout when you are picking up your Legion's product over there, that'll help me out. We kind of just made that deal to get that information out there, and seemed like a good setup. So again, that's SAMGRAHAM for your Legion's product at Cavdane's Market, and we'd both appreciate that. I hope that you find that an excellent spot if you've been tempted to get into the game to just pick up one of the starter dual decks. Those are also out of print and extremely limited edition. Only, I believe it was 1,000 of each of those boxes was ever printed. So between that, the out of print Ravage Lands boxes that are running pretty few now, and that singles for filling out a deck, that is some pretty sweet deals going on. So again, Sam Graham, to let Louis know where you found him from. And, I would appreciate that too. But anyway, thank you so much for your time. As always, I really appreciate every bit of time you choose to give me. There's so much stuff people can be doing. You could be playing a game instead of listening to me talking about and opening one, which is always cool. So I try not to take advantage of your time. I really sincerely appreciate every bit of it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. If in fact you like what I do, if not, that's okay. Not everything has to be for everybody, and I am cool with that. I've been told I'm an acquired taste, so whatever. What do you do? But really, I appreciate it either way. I'm just glad you were here for a little bit of your day, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of it. Bye, y'all.